Welcome to Tales by WZ. My girlfriend destroyed my gaming PC for a viral prank video. She laughed. "It's just a toy. Grow up." I didn't yell. I just sold her designer bags to buy upgrades. Her screamed when she opened her closet to find receipt stubs instead of purses. As you listen, think about what you would do when someone breaks something you rely on, then tells you to grow up. My girlfriend said, "It's just a toy. Grow up." I replied, "Used it." Then I asked her to leave, sold her designer bags for cash, rebuilt a better PC for work, and left receipt stubs in her closet as her prank video started backfiring. I'm 26, and I built my gaming PC 3 years ago. It took months of research, saving, and picking every component like it mattered, because it did. RTX 3080 back when they were nearly impossible to get. Ryzen 9 5900X. 32 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RAM, a custom water cooling loop I designed and installed myself, custom cables. The whole build cost me around $3,200 in parts. And it wasn't just for gaming. I'm a software developer. I used that machine for work, compiling code, running virtual machines, testing, the boring stuff that actually pays my bills. It was my tool, my setup, my pride. My girlfriend is 24. We'd been together 2 years, living together for 6 months. We split rent 50/50. She works in social media marketing and spends most of her free time trying to grow her Instagram and TikTok. She had around 2,000 followers, and she talked about going viral like it was a plan, not a lottery ticket. She wanted to be an influencer. She wanted to quit her job. Everything was content. There's a difference between having a hobby and making your partner the cost of your hobby. That line matters more than people think. One afternoon I came home from the gym, walked into my office and stopped cold. My PC was destroyed. The tower was on its side. The side panel was cracked off. Components were scattered across my desk. Water cooling liquid was everywhere, blue fluid running over the wood and dripping down onto the floor. My keyboard was wet. The GPU was bent at an angle. The motherboard had visible damage. RAM sticks were tossed like someone dumped a box of parts. The custom water cooling loop I spent weeks perfecting was just gone. Not needs repair gone, destroyed. And my girlfriend was standing there holding her phone, filming me. "Surprise," she said, grinning. I didn't even speak right away. I couldn't process what I was seeing. I just stared at the mess and then looked at her, and she kept filming like this was normal. "It's a prank for my channel," she said. "Oh my God, your face right now. This is perfect. This is going to blow up." I looked back at the broken parts, then back at her. "You destroyed my computer," I said. "It's a prank, babe, relax," she laughed. "I'll help you clean it up, it'll be fine. This is $3,000. She waved her hand like I was talking about a cracked mug. "Oh, come on, it's just a computer. You're way too obsessed with it anyway. Maybe this is good for you. You can touch grass for once." "This is my work computer. You have a laptop, you'll be fine." She lifted her phone again. "Come on, don't be boring. React. This is content." I just looked at her for a long moment. "You need to leave," I said. Her smile faltered. "What? Go stay somewhere else for a few days." "Are you serious right now? It's a joke." "You destroyed $3,000 of my property for a video. I need you to leave before I say something I'll regret." "This is my apartment too. You can't just kick me out." "I'm not kicking you out. I'm asking you to give me space. Go to your friend's place. A few days." She finally lowered the phone. "Oh my God, you're such a baby. It's a toy. Grow up. This is exactly why I made this video. You need to get your priorities straight. It's just stuff. Leave. Now." Something in my voice must have registered because she grabbed her bag and stormed out. She slammed the door so hard the walls shook. I sat down next to what used to be my PC. I didn't cry. I didn't yell. I just sat there and stared. 3 years of upgrades and care. Months of careful assembly. The satisfaction of building something myself, gone because she wanted views. In moments like that, you learn whether someone respects your time and effort or just sees it as a prop. Then I noticed her closet door was open. She had a designer bag collection. 8 bags. Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, Coach. She treated them like sacred objects, posted about them constantly. Treated myself. Saved up for this. Finally got my dream bag. She bragged about them like they were part of her identity. I stood there for a minute looking at that closet and a thought landed in my head, calm and simple. She called my PC a toy. She told me to grow up, so I decided to treat her toys the same way she treated mine. I pulled out my phone and started researching resale prices. Louis Vuitton Neverfull, she paid about $1,400, resale around $900. Gucci Marmont, paid $2,200, resale maybe $1,300. Prada Galleria, paid $2,400, resale around $1,500. Coach Tote, around $300. The rest were in similar ranges. I found a consignment shop downtown that buys authentic designer bags. They take 30% commission but pay immediately. So I started loading the bags into my car, all 8. Every single one. At the store, the woman examined each bag carefully. Checked authenticity. Inspected stitching, hardware, serial numbers. Then she made offers. Total payout was $7,200. I took the check, went straight to my bank, opened a new savings account my girlfriend didn't have access to, and deposited the money. Then I went to the computer store. I didn't rebuild the same machine. I upgraded. RTX 4080. Ryzen 9 7950X. 64 gigs of RAM instead of 32. 2 TB Gen 4 NVMe SSD. Better water cooling. Better case. The core build came out to around $4,300. I also used some of what was left for a Herman Miller chair I'd wanted for years, a new monitor, and a few other upgrades that made my work life easier. The next day and a half, I rebuilt everything. A friend came over to help me assemble it. By the end, I had a better setup than I'd ever had before. Then I took all the receipts from the bag sales. Each one showed what I sold and how much I got. I placed them in her closet exactly where the bags used to sit. Just paper, just proof, just absence. She'd been texting me asking when she could come home. I kept it short. Soon. Not much else. She came back the next morning. She used her key, walked in like she expected the world to reset. I was at my desk working. New PC running perfectly, fans quiet, everything smooth. "Oh, so you're talking to me now," she said. She dropped her overnight bag on the couch. "I cannot believe you made me stay at my friend's place for 3 days over a stupid prank. Do you know how uncomfortable her couch is? I barely slept." I kept typing. I didn't turn around. "Really?" she said. "The silent treatment, what are you, 12? She walked toward the bedroom. "I need to change. I have a content planning meeting with some brands this afternoon and I need my..." Then I heard it, the scream from the closet. "Where are my bags?" I saved my work, minimized my windows, and turned my chair around slowly. She was standing in the closet doorway holding the receipt stubs. Her face was red, shaking, like her body couldn't decide whether to cry or explode. "You sold them," she said. "You sold my bags." "Yeah," I said. "You sold my limited edition Louis Vuitton, the one I waited months for." "I got $900 for that one, not bad. That cost me $1,400. Resale value is lower than retail, that's how it works." She was flipping through receipts frantically. "You sold my Gucci, my Prada." "All of them? You sold all of them?" "Yep. How could you? Those were mine, I bought those with my money. And I built that PC with my money." She blinked hard. "That's completely different." "How?" "Those bags were special. I saved up for those. They're limited edition. You can't just replace them." "Funny," I said. "That PC was special to me too. I spent months building it. Custom water cooling I designed myself. I can't replace that either. I had to build something new." She looked like she might pass out. "You can't just sell people's things. That's theft. That's illegal. And you can't just destroy people's property, but you did, so here we are. Get them back right now." "I can't." "They're sold." "Then give me the money." "I used it." Her eyes went wide. "You what?" "I used it to build a new PC since someone destroyed my old one." "You spent my money." "It wasn't your money," I said. "It was money I got from selling bags to replace a computer you destroyed." She grabbed her phone like a weapon. "I'm calling the police." This is theft. Go ahead, I said. I'll show them the video you took of destroying my $3,200 PC. I'm sure they'll be interested in that. She froze with her phone in her hand. You could see the math happening in her head. Calling the police meant explaining everything. You're a monster, she said. How could you do this to me? How could you destroy my computer for TikTok likes? I said. That was a prank. It was funny. You're supposed to laugh. Destroying $3,200 of someone's property isn't funny. It's vandalism. It was a joke. Did you pay for the computer you destroyed? She stared at me and then looked away. Simple question, I said. Did you pay for any of it? No, she said, but that's not the point. It is the point, I said. You destroyed something that wasn't yours and you couldn't afford to replace it, so I replaced it. Sometimes consequences are the only language people hear clearly because words never cost them anything. Tears started running down her face. How could you be so cruel? I thought you loved me. I did, I said. Then you destroyed something I spent months building because you thought it would make you internet famous. I need those bags for content for my brand. And I need a computer for work, for my actual job that pays actual money. This isn't the same thing. You keep saying that, I said. But you won't explain how it's different, because my bags they were mine. My computer was mine, I said, and you destroyed it. She grabbed clothes, stuffed them in a bag, and stared at me like she wanted me to panic. You're going to pay for this, she said. I'm going to make you pay, you'll see. Then she left. Another door slam. Another angry exit. About an hour later, her best friend texted me. What did you do? She's sobbing. How could you sell her bags? She loved those bags, I replied. She destroyed my $3,200 computer for a prank video. The friend responded, okay, and it's just a computer. Those bags were her collection. She spent years building that. I said, I spent months building that PC. She destroyed it while laughing. You're being vindictive. This is emotional abuse, I answered. Destroying someone's property for internet content is abuse. Selling things to replace destroyed property is consequences. She was making content. That's her job. She has 2,000 followers and a day job, I said. That's a hobby, not a career, and my PC was for my actual job. She called me a horrible person and said she hoped my girlfriend left me. I told her she was welcome to. The friend stopped responding. Later, my girlfriend texted me, my mom wants to talk to you about what you did. I texted back, not interested. Then she wrote, you owe me for my bags. 8 bags, do you know how much those cost? I know exactly how much, I replied. Less than the computer you destroyed. Even at resale value, I got $7,200. Your prank cost me $3,200, so actually you still owe me. That's not how this works, she wrote. That's exactly how it works, I replied. You destroy my stuff, I replace it. The next day her mom called. I let it go to voicemail. The message was full of threats, accusations, criminal theft. My attorney. Return every bag or replace them with new ones. It was also full of lies. She claimed the bags were gifts from the girlfriend's grandmother. The grandmother was alive and definitely did not buy 8 designer bags. My girlfriend posted about buying each one herself. The following morning, my girlfriend showed up with her mom. Her mom had that look like she was used to winning arguments by sheer volume. Highlighted hair, Lululemon, confident steps. I opened the door. They pushed inside before I could even speak. Where's my daughter's property? Her mom demanded. Which property are we talking about? I asked. Her bags, the ones you stole. I didn't steal anything, I said. I sold items that were in my apartment to replace my computer that she destroyed. My girlfriend jumped in. Mom, he sold them. He sold all of them. He got like $7,000. Her mom's eyes widened at the number. You're giving her that money right now. Nope. What do you mean, no? I used it to replace the computer your daughter destroyed, I said. That's what I sold them for. You had no right to touch her things, her mom said. She had no right to destroy mine, I said, but she did it anyway. That was a prank, her mom said. She was making content for her career. Her career, I repeated. She has 2,000 followers. That's not a career. That's a hobby. She's an influencer, her mom snapped. She's a social media marketing coordinator at a small agency, I said. Influencing is what she does on weekends. My girlfriend's face went red. That's not, I'm building my brand. Those bags were part of my brand. Cool, I said. Build a new brand, one that doesn't involve destroying other people's property. Her mom stepped closer. Do you have any idea what those bags were worth? Some were limited edition. You can't just replace them. I couldn't replace my PC either, I said. It was custom built. I had to build a new one. A computer is a computer, her mom said. You can buy another one anywhere. And bags are bags, I said. She can buy more. Her mom stared at me like I'd insulted the family name. Then she said it like it was a final answer. That's different, I asked. How? She didn't have an explanation. She just repeated herself in different words. She wanted me to be the bigger person. She wanted me to swallow the loss and apologize for reacting. She wanted her daughter to get to hurt someone and still keep the things she cared about. That's not morality. That's entitlement. Her mom pulled out her phone. I'm calling the police. Okay, I said. She hesitated. What? I said okay, call them. I'll show them the video your daughter took of destroying my property. Then I'll show them the receipts from selling her bags. Then we'll see what they say. You can't prove she destroyed anything, her mom said. Actually, I can, I said. She filmed it. It's on her phone. Probably still trying to figure out if she can salvage the content somehow. My girlfriend's face went pale. Her mom looked at her. You have video of you breaking his computer. It was for a prank, Mom, my girlfriend said. It was supposed to be funny. It was supposed to go viral. And now it's evidence, I said. Her mom didn't call the police. Instead, she switched tactics, tried guilt, said her daughter couldn't eat or sleep. I said, she destroyed my work machine while filming my reaction. If we're going to talk about harm, let's start there. They finally left with more threats about lawyers and court. A few hours later, I got a text from my girlfriend. My mom's lawyer says what you did is theft and conversion of property. You have to pay me back like $10,000. I replied, your mom's lawyer should explain that you committed destruction of property first. She texted back, it was a prank, that's protected. It's not, I said. Destruction of property isn't free speech. You can't just sell someone's things, she said. And you can't just destroy them, I replied. See the pattern here. She said she'd take me to court. I told her to bring the video. I told her the judge would love watching her destroy $3,200 worth of equipment while laughing. She stopped responding. Her friends kept trying for a day or two. Same messages, different names. I was petty, I was cruel. Those bags were everything to her. A few said, computers are replaceable. Those bags were limited edition. I kept asking, explain how it's different. None of them could. They just blocked me. Then her Instagram went private. Her TikTok went private. She deleted recent posts, especially the ones showing off the bags and bragging about buying them. 2 days later, she deleted both accounts and started new ones under a different name. Then things got quiet. Final update. She showed up one more time with a cop, not to arrest me. A civil standby, basically supervision while she got her remaining things. The cop looked like he'd rather be anywhere else. She pointed at me immediately. Those designer bags he sold were mine. He stole them and sold them without my permission. The cop looked at me with tired eyes. Sir, I said, I sold bags that were in my apartment to replace my computer that she destroyed. The cop glanced at her. She destroyed your computer. Yes, I said. For a prank video, she filmed it. He looked back at her. You destroyed his computer. It was a joke, she said. It was content. Was it expensive, he asked. It was just a computer, she said. How much, the cop asked. About $3,200, I said. I built it myself over several months. His eyebrows went up. He looked back at her again. And you destroyed this for a video. It was supposed to be funny, she said. It was supposed to go viral. Did it? He asked. She didn't answer. Then he asked me, how much were the bags worth? She paid over $10,000 for all of them, I said. I got $7,200 at resale. The cop rubbed his face like he was fighting a headache. So let me get this straight, he said. You destroyed $3,200 of his property. He sold $7,200 of yours to replace it, and you're calling this theft?" "Yes," she said. "Those were my bags." He stared at her for a second, then said, "Ma'am, if you push this, you're opening yourself up to criminal charges for destruction of property. What he did looks like restitution. My advice is get your remaining stuff and move on." She tried to argue. He cut it off. "You've got 20 minutes. I'm not standing here all day." She grabbed clothes, toiletries, books, whatever else was hers, threw them in boxes, and carried them out. The cop even helped her move a couple things, like he just wanted the situation finished. Before he left, he handed me his card and said, "You've got documentation. Photos of the destroyed PC, receipts from selling the bags, receipts from the rebuild." "Yeah," I said. "Good," he said. "Keep it. If she tries anything else, call and reference this incident." Then he left. An hour later, my ex texted me, "I hope you're happy." "You ruined my life," I replied. "You destroyed my computer and laughed about it. We both made choices." She wrote, "I can't replace those bags. Some were limited edition. Do you understand that?" I said, "I can't replace that PC either. It was custom built over months. I had to build something new, same as what you'll have to do." "It's not the same," she said. "You keep saying that," I replied. "Still haven't explained how." She wrote, "Because my bags were valuable, they appreciated, they were an investment." "And my PC was a tool I used to make money," I said. "Also an investment, probably more practical than yours." She called me horrible. Said she couldn't believe she wasted 2 years with me. I told her, feelings mutual. Then she blocked me. Her friends tried a few more times after that, but I stopped replying. There was nothing left to debate. They didn't want fairness. They wanted me to accept her version of reality where her choices were harmless and my reaction was the real crime. I heard through mutual friends she moved back in with her mom. Her mom still talked about legal action, but nothing happened. We both knew how court would go with the video and receipts. I thought about pressing charges for destruction of property. I didn't. I got my restitution, built a better setup, and I wanted my life quiet again. Is it fair? Yeah. I think it is. She destroyed something I valued while laughing for internet points, told me to grow up when I got upset, expected 0 consequences, got consequences instead. My new PC runs perfectly. The extra RAM makes everything smoother. The water cooling is quieter. The chair is worth it. The new monitor makes work and gaming look better. Sometimes I picture her reaction if she saw the new setup. She'd probably call me petty for upgrading with money from her bags. But it wasn't her money. It was money from selling property to replace property she destroyed. That's not petty. That's practical. Lesson 1, if someone destroys your property and calls it content, that's not humor. That's disrespect with a camera. Lesson 2, people who say it's just stuff usually mean your stuff does not matter. Lesson 3, if your partner can't explain why their feelings matter more than your livelihood, you are not in a healthy relationship. Lesson 4, consequences aren't cruelty. Sometimes they're the only thing that makes the message clear. Lesson 5, if someone needs you to be the bigger person right after they hurt you, they're really asking you to be the quieter person. What would you have done if you walked in and found your work setup destroyed for a prank video? And where do you draw the line between forgiveness and letting someone treat you like a prop?